someone you know very well. He served 14 years in the U.S. House of Representatives before being elected to the Senate from the state of New Jersey. He has been with us throughout the years. Please welcome none other than Senator Robert Torricelli.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, and thank you for being here today to take a stand. We are at obviously a pivotal moment in the long struggle of the Iranian people to regain their freedom. This building and this place has been an important part of that struggle. It wasn't too many years ago we were here to convince the State Department and the United States government that the purposes of the MEK and the PMOI were peaceful, that our interests and those of America were free Iran, a peaceful Iran, a democratic Iran, a denuclearized Iran were the same. Now, we stand shoulder to shoulder with the United States government. But we're here to remind our friends in high places, in this building, in the White House, that there are some things about the regime that must be remembered. Maybe a few things we know that they do not. There is no reforming the mullahs in Tehran. When they stole the revolution and denied the Iranian people their basic freedoms, there was no reform. When they killed tens of thousands of opposition members of this organization in cold blood, there was no reform. When Hezbollah and other terrorist organizations robbed the lives of innocent people, there was no reform. And when they attacked tankers last week in the Persian Gulf, there was no reform. And when they shot down an American military vessel out of the clear skies in international waters, there was no reform. Terrorists don't reform. That I love about America, and one of them is our optimism, our belief in freedom, our belief in peace. These are great qualities of America. But sometimes, Mr. Secretary and Mr. President, we need to accept reality. The reality is the mullahs will never change. They will develop nuclear weapons. They will spread terror. They will never let the Iranian people go. We need regime change, and we need it now. And yet, our friends in the American government ask if the regime changes, where will new leadership come? It will come from millions of people in the diaspora around the world. It will come from young people in the streets of Tehran. It will come from every village in Iran. The Iranian people are talented by their nature. They are skilled, they are educated, they can run their country in freedom. They don't need the mullahs to run their country. Today, in every village in Iran, in every section of every city, there are people putting their lives on the line, holding up posters, painting signs, being in demonstrations, making their voices be heard for a free Iran. America, there is a new regime. It is the people of Iran themselves. Join with us in ending this tyranny, end this terror. Let Iran be free. To our friends in Europe and the United Nations, if Iran were a nation in Europe, you wouldn't tolerate the mullahs, the theocracy, the death, the jailing, the executions, the terrorism. You wouldn't tolerate it for a minute. Do the Iranian people deserve less because they don't live in Europe or the Americas? Are they less of a people? Do their children deserve less of a future? The Iranian people deserve what all people deserve, a free country of their own. Secretary Pompeo, President Trump, we stand with you in representing this country, its best values, its finest hopes. But in this struggle, we ask only this. As you stand for the best in America, stand for the best of the Iranian people, who want nothing more than a future for their children and to live a free life. We stand with you. Mr. Secretary, Mr. President, please stand with us. In this struggle, there has been one voice that has never tired, never cowered, never changed, fixed on the Iranian future like a sailor on a star. I admire with every ounce of my body. It is my great honor to present to you the President-elect of the National Council of Resistance, Madame Rajavi.